All right, guys, 100%. It's 5:01. Time to get this baby going. Unplugged. Sure hope so. I've already driven away.
Now turn right onto Farm to Market 685.
I've already put in Seguin for navigation. So the first leg is straight down 130. Oh, you can go straight too. Okay. Two, 1, 0. It took a while for 0 to come up. Felt like we're pretty much stopped, but it wasn't quite 0. So as much as I've protested in the past, oh no, I've completely stopped. Yeah. With the definition being complete 0, yeah, maybe I'm not hitting complete 0.
In 500 feet, take the Texas 130 south.
All right, anyway, we're off.
Now take the Texas 130.
Hey guys, welcome to Giga, Texas. Home of Model Ys and Cybertrucks. Wow. Let's see, I'm at 92%. I've covered 20 miles, 17 minutes. 304 watt hours per mile. Whoa! Yeah, everybody's going to work. Welcome back to work, guys. There she is in all her beauty. We're about 91%. That's better than 3 miles per kilowatt. Because 3 miles a kilowatt would be 330. Well, that's roughly 1.5. 1.5 miles per percent. Well, this car has currently has a big battery. I better get over. He's going to get squeezed here at some point. There's a sign. Where are we at? 90%. Okay, 90%. 23 miles. 23 miles? Oh, it's only 9%. What? 19 minutes? 308 watt hours per mile. FSC navigates traffic. Yeehaw. Anyway, that's where we're at. Hey guys, where are we? 80%? Ugh. Come on. Okay, 44 miles. 35 minutes, 325 watt hours per mile, which makes sense since we're heading south. The wind, whatever wind there is, it should be out of southeast. 44 miles with 80%. So was it 100 divided by 5 is 20%. So 5, 20, 220, 225 maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Check back with you in a little bit. Hey guys, how's it going? We're at 75%. What is it, 53 miles? 53 miles, 42 minutes, 331 watt hours per mile. Wow. I just got a FSD may be degraded message. I'm coming up on, or I was coming up on 2 semis. So I don't know. I mean, yes, it is dark out here. There's no overhead light. As far as I can tell, everything's running smooth, so whatever, peace and harmony. Anyway, so we're at 54, you said? That's 216. Okay. So somewhere around a 220 might be reasonable. I'll check in as we go. Hey guys, we're at 61%. Roll down to 60, which there is 60. So 84 miles. An hour 5, 322 watt hours per mile. So it's come down just a little bit, I think. Yes, because it was 331 before. So going north, definitely more efficient. Anyway, there we are. Yeehaw. Hey guys, welcome aboard. Oh, I'm at 50%. There we go. 104 miles. Whoa. Hour 20. And 333. Whoops. 333 watt hours per mile. Yeah, so it's been sometimes going up, and then up a little bit more, and then down a little bit, then back up again. I don't know. I mean, there should be almost no wind. Of course, I can't look out and see if anything's moving because yeah, it's dark outside. Anyway. That might be like a 210, 212. Oh, maybe. Anyway, we'll see what happens, right? Onward, upward charge. Hey, welcome aboard, guys. We're just crossing 71. So that means, so I need to tell you, right? 44%. So it's not really time to wake you up. Traffic's definitely been picking up. What is it? It's 6:33 in the morning. So all the people commuting into Austin are out on the road, I guess. Anyway, I don't know if you can really see it, but there's Giga, Texas. Escape right. So that little white car there is oh, you can't quite decide how fast to go, can he? Ah. Anyway, there is Giga, Texas. It's truly amazing how big this thing is. I mean, it shouldn't be. I mean, we build big stuff as human beings. No lights on the entrance today. No traffic stacked up over here. That's interesting. When I was going south, there was a bunch of traffic stacked up exiting for Tesla Road. I'm guessing that's employees, right? Should be. Must have been squeezer. Where are we at? 43%. Come on. Escape left. Escape left. Escape left. Escape left. Escape left. Don't need brake. Just escape left. Okay, 43%. Check back in at 40%. So I don't get too busy. Escape left, escape left. Come on, escape left. Hey guys. Yes, definitely traffic has picked up somewhat. Although a lot of it headed out to the south side of 45, and some of it for 71. So it's definitely lightened up somewhat, but still there's a fair amount of traffic right now. 41%, did I say that already? What's this guy doing? Did he wake up and realize he wasn't going to trap me in? This white GMC pickup up here, I don't know if you can see him or not, but he was like positioning himself to block me in behind the semi. Whoop! Wait. Oh, you turned off. Why'd you turn off? I guess I put too much torque in the wheel, which happens from time to time. Anyway, where are we at? 40%. 40%, 128 miles. Yes, I'm not going to do quite as good as I thought I might. Hour 38. Is that right? And 325 watt hours per mile. So it's come back down. Okay. Oops. Yeah. Well, I didn't have time to wait for you to decide whether or not you could turn the wheel. Traffic's moving, man. Ding ding, FSD back on. Oh, what? Past the semi just to come up on a slow car. I'll have to wait for a pickup to go by. Come on. Alright, anyway, it's 40%. Check back with you later. Well, what do you expect, right? You're driving a semi, get out of the way, or I'm going to push you off the road. Oh, look at those cars that buy HP Plus. I guess they're going to school. That's where we are? Oh, well, I guess he finally picked it back up. Oh, what are you braking for? Yeah, the car's done that several times where, for lack of a better way to say it, oh, I like being next to this vehicle, let me stop and be next to it. Okay. Well, everybody back to sleep for a while. Okay, welcome aboard, guys. We're at 31%, so I'm about to roll to 30. I'm just waiting on that. Oh, now I've caught another semi. I mean, definitely today's experience is significantly different than that Monday I did the other day. On that Monday, it was like, yeah, there was traffic, but it wasn't all that busy. Oh, I'm probably just a little bit earlier today than I was that day. Because I don't think I left Supercharge till 5. And it was before 5 when we left this morning. But there we go. Still, it's not bad. I mean, there's been spots where there's been a bunch of traffic. There's a couple of spots where I got stuck behind slow-moving vehicles and had to wait for other people to go by. But for the most part, yeah, I'm doing fine. 30%, there we go. 149 miles. Hour 54. And 325 watt-hours per mile. Yeehaw. I should be rolling up on 971 shortly. Okay, catch you later. Hey guys, I'm at 26%. I'm 3 or 4 miles south of FM 971. Just waiting for 25% to roll around. I think this range set's going to be a little bit shorter than I expected it to, but whatever. That's why you go out and do it, right? I will admit the variations. Man, 26%. Come on. Okay, 1 mile to Chandler. Percent. 161 miles, 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 323 watt-hours per mile. Okay. Well, we should be north at 210. Okay, we'll see what happens. All right, guys? We're up for charge. Talk to you in a bit. Okay, guys, time for a check-in here. Got 13%. I mean, we haven't hit 12 yet, but we're at 194 miles. And it's 2.5 hours, but man, 312 watt-hours per mile. FM 812, 12%. There we go. Alright, so we're going to turn around at FM 812. At least I assume we are. Go ahead. Come on, exit, where are you? There we go. Autopilot disengaged. What happened? I'm going to turn around. Oh, it's a traffic light. Bummer. Wavy road. Okay, so. Oh, I'm back up to 13%. I must have got some regen going there. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. It's all good. Yeah, 195. Oh, I still have 13%. That would be surprising, wouldn't it? If it ended up being, well, it can't be that. No. It'd be surprising if it ended up being the same thing as the Model 3, but no, it will be more than the Model 3. It'll be over 210. It's just not by all that much, which kind of surprises me. Come on, light. There we go. Green light. 1, 2, 3, go. Yep. Ah. So the green arrow was up there for just I came around the corner, and now the green arrow's gone away. It's a good thing I'm not at 0% right now. Flashing yellow, yeah, thanks. What? Okay, so we're just under, or right at 13%. Oh, what's that? Yeah. You don't have a flasher going there, right? Yes, I guess I'm a bit tired. See, we've used 61 kilowatt hours. And I wouldn't have thought we had 10 kilowatt hours left in the tank. Oh, if I was at 0%, I'd be really upset right now. I guess there's places where, yeah, if I slammed it, I could go. But go. Don't argue. I'm not quite sure where that truck stopped. Unless the light was about, the green arrow was about to turn green. I mean, the yellow arrow was about to turn green. I don't know. Yes, Mr. Chevy wants to make sure he blocks me out. Probably not happy one bit that I've got in front of him. That now that I've left, you're like, oh, never mind. Alright, check back with you a little bit. Oh, thank you, Mr. Silverado. You're swinging around this Audi, and all of a sudden you realize he was running over a piece of tire tread, so he all of a sudden swung into my lane and then over. Okay, whatever. So here I am at 6%. Well, I was just walking around since I'm waiting for the supercharger. I found this sitting here. What? I didn't think these things existed anymore. Okay, out of spec style, 0%, 1 mile. I did 2 loops around the HB here. Anyway. 225 miles, 3 hours, 5 minutes, 306 watt hours per mile. Okay, so to be fair, after I passed Weberville, or in the 969, FM 969, I got the HEB Plus back into navigation. So there is a supercharger there at Weberville. Anyway, got that in, and the car started saying, well, you're going to arrive with -1%. You're like, oh, okay, maybe I better slow down just a little bit. So I slowed down from 80, I slowed down to 70, and then gradually started picking back up, and then came back up to, well, you're going to arrive with 1%. So then I started speeding up, back up a little bit. So there was a compromise. But as at the end, only did 2 loops around the HEB, so that's okay. Oh, I'm down to 0 miles. How to go down to 0 miles? Anyway, there you go. Out of spec style, yeah. And my GoPro ran out of juice, so I'll end up recording the final part on here. Anyway, let me get this plugged in and charging, and let me go take care of the human needs too, and I'll be back. Okay, so the route for today, since it was 80 mile per hour, it was all 130, Texas 130. So start at the Hutto supercharger, charge up to 100%, head south. In navigation, put navigation to Seguin, which will bring us down to US 90. US 90 will turn around, come north, and then we'll head up north to FM 971, and then head south again. So what I did with Grandpa was, when I went by the HEB, well, the Hutto superchargers, wrote down percent, divided by 2, and then the smaller number is the number that you use to come back. That is assuming that it's not evenly divisible by 2, right? In this case, it wasn't, so I used the 11% to get down there, which turned out to be 12%, and then came back. So the turnaround point today was at FM 812. With Grandpa, it was at Weberville, or 969. So that worked out fairly well. Now, there was traffic issues, and given the time of day, it's not a surprise. Especially as I started getting around 7:15 or so, there was a lot of cars who were trying to get to work. I guess they go to work at 8. Whatever. I mean, that's fine. I personally never could understand a person who wanted to arrive at 8. I mean, if you got to drop off a kid, I get it, but the cost and time and traffic to be arriving at 8 versus if you arrived at 7, you spend a whole lot less time in traffic. But anyway, just my personal philosophy. You can take it whichever way. I'm sure that, I mean, thankfully, because we had flexible hours, some people like coming in at 9 and staying late, and for them I'm sure it was pretty quiet because most people came in at 7. But hey, whatever. So anyway, as I was coming north, after I passed Weberville, I put in the HB Plus to give me an indication of what the car thought it was going to be, and the car is saying, oh, it's going to be -1%. Okay, maybe I better slow down a little bit. So I slowed down to 70, from 80 down to 70, and after a while it came back up to 1% arrival. Well, you know, that's not what I want, but at least a 1% arrival is close. And since I found that I can make these loops around HEB, I can get it close. And so I did 2. I ended up just doing 2 loops. So when I started getting closer and it started saying, "Oh, you're gonna ride 1%," then I picked it back up to like 78. Whatever. I mean, for some of the people are going like, what's wrong with him? Okay, well, yeah, I'm doing a range test and I'm trying to hit 0. I'm sorry if I'm inconveniencing you in any way. I'm trying not to, best I can, to not inconvenience you. On the other hand, if you're doing 70 in an 80 zone and you're blocking me, I gotta wonder why. What's that? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, are you in range test? No. The person who drives a gas or diesel truck, they don't do range tests. That's crazy. You don't care. You don't worry about those things. I know. When I drove a nice car, I'd keep an eye on the miles per gallon, and I would keep an eye on what I thought I would need for longer trips. But otherwise, I didn't worry about it. Driving around town, I definitely didn't worry about it. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. It's all good. It's all good. It's all worked out. Okay, so it's kind of odd because the last time I came out here on a weekday, I think it was a Monday morning. Now, I may have left a little bit later, I think, by about 10-15 minutes. Would have made that much difference? Quite possibly. I don't know. I mean, I don't think you're out on the toll road saying, I gotta get to work, and you're already going to be 20 minutes late. You don't do that. I don't think. Whatever. Peace and harmony. So traffic was a problem in some places. Most of the time it was fine. It's just in a few places where people were bunched up together, and I could swear at least one car, I passed him, got stuck behind a semi, and then once it got freed up again, I'm going by this same car again. I'm like, what? No, come on. But whatever. I mean, it's life, right? If you're out trying to prove that you're going fast, well, maybe you should have been doing it somewhere else. I'm not trying to prove I can go fast. I'm just trying to prove I can go 220 miles on a single charge in my Model Y. I wouldn't be doing that in my Model 3 because it can only get about 200. I think it was 206, and this is 225, which pretty much matches my expectations. So if I were to compare the two tests, I would tend to say that you're losing about 20 miles of range when you drive 80 miles per hour as opposed to 70 miles per hour. Now, that's just in general. That's not completely accurate, but it seems to add up to be about that, right? And it's even more significant when you go from 70 down to 60. So yes, you are giving up range to go fast, most definitely. But there you go. I mean, why do you want to enjoy your car? And the important thing is, well, oh gee, Ray, so how bad did it hurt me? Well, 225, I mean, my longest leg when I went to San Diego, California, was 140 miles. So if I can get 200 miles, that's more than adequate to cover 140 miles. So there you go. There's no problem covering that range. Now, if you compare it to some people who go, well, my car only gets 220 to 250 miles range. Well, some cars, their EP estimates tend to be pretty on, and some cars, like Tesla, for some reason, they're overly optimistic, and I'm not quite sure why. I mean, I know in the early days of Tesla, Elon said, yes, I want to show them they're going to get lots of miles. But what happens as soon as I find out you can't get that? Then they're mad. It's better to just tell them straight up truth. At least that's the way I see it. On the other hand, somebody said, "Whoa, Ray, your Model Y can't do 200 or 330 miles." I'm like, yeah, actually, it can. I got 358 once. What was that? Yeah, I was doing 30 miles per hour. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a long test. Not something I would want to do again. Okay? I mean, no, I wouldn't want to do that. But is it possible? Yes, it's possible. And even at the 60 mile per hour range test, I wasn't all that far off. I figure if I was to go like 45, yes, I could probably hit it. So there you go. Anything else from this test? So I've covered the where we went. Talked a little bit about traffic. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh man. I'm so glad I don't have to go to work in the morning. Yes, I went to work this morning. I went to work pretty early, but this work's not work. It's play work, right? It's not real. I mean, it's real, but it's not. It doesn't have the same pressure as having a real job that you have to report to a boss who has a boss who has a boss, right? Oh, so much less pressure. Okay, peace and harmony. Actually, so going back this morning, oh, there's the flag right there. The flag is hanging flat, or just hanging straight down. So I guess there's almost no wind. Okay, that's good. So this morning, there was no spike in the energy coming out of the superchargers. I mean, with Grandpa, he had the fans came on just as I unplugged, and so the cooling fans for the battery pack. So that caused a spike in energy use. This car seemed like it was perfectly balanced. It wasn't too hot, not too cold, nothing. It was right on target. And you know, a lot of technology changes have happened in 2 years, right? This is a 2022, Grandpa's a 2020. So whatever, peace and harmony. So it's just a note. Something I noticed was it seemed to do a lot better there. Okay. Anything else? No. I mean, except for at the very end, this traffic, this lighting, the sun coming up, all that stuff, was well suited the situation well. So anyway, I think they'll cover it. Man, this was a good test, and I can't tell you, I'm stoked. I am stoked. 225 miles. The thing that I find curious is it says it only used 69 kilowatt hours. So I'm kind of wondering what that means, because I would normally expect 71. So I don't know if that means I should have pushed it a little bit harder, or if something else is going on. But anyway, there we are. And 306, it was as high as 333 watt hours per mile down towards coming back from US 90. So obviously we're climbing a hill there. Like I said, there's no wind, so the weather I don't think was the issue. But whatever, there it is. Yeehaw, I'll update my chart and we'll move on. Okay, I still have another 3 minutes to go. I'm at 99%. What I find interesting is the car says it's added 73 kilowatt hours to the battery. the session energy was 77.1 kilowatt hours. And right now the cost is $25.46. Anyway, so I've added 73. Over here it says only use 69. Okay. One of the assumptions I'm working with is once you get below a certain level, it stops recording that you're using energy. And definitely I was down on the red. I was actually had 0 miles left after I parked. I mean, I had 1 mile before I parked. When I parked, it was 0 miles. So that's not negative, and yet it's acting like that. I mean, that's 4 kilowatt hours difference. Anyway, I don't know. It's just part of the funkiness that most people will never see because they never look. I'm not saying it's causing me any kind of issue. It's just interesting. Anyway, onward, upward.